Dímelo, mi gente, que lo que? You already know this is Punch, Drum, Boxer, a.k.a. Mr. Moose, shot himself. Ladies and gentlemen, El Boricua, Puerto Rico in the building. Subriel Matias, El Matatán, said that Teofimo Lopez, the lineal 140-pound champion, the king of the 140-pound division, said that Teofimo Lopez is the only one that could push him. I really know Teofimo Lopez is one of the most extreme talent in the sport of boxing, not only in the 140-pound division, in which I call the landmines. In the sport of boxing, I mean, like, yo, 140-pound is deep. Like, you could go, look, I'm going to tell you like this. If you don't show up, the number one could lose to the number 15 fighter. Look. Subriel Matias. You got, look, I'm not saying numerical. You got Teofimo Lopez, Subriel Matias. You got Josh Taylor move up, but let's say Josh Taylor still, because he hasn't moved up yet, but Josh Taylor. You got Ryan Garcia. You got Regis Prograis. You got Gary Antoine Russell. You got Jose Cepeda. You got what else? Somebody, let's keep on rolling. You got Montana Love, if you wanna. You got Richard Hitchens. You got Rollie Romero. You got Ryan Garcia. Man, we can keep on going. We got Brandon Lee out there, man. What else we got? We got Sergey Lipinyak. You feel me? You got Devin the Dream Haney gonna be moving up as well. I mean, we could just name a lot, man. We could name a lot, you know. And if you could mix and match, if you don't come prepared, you could get got. Now I'm gonna say it like this: shout out to Gary Antoine Russell. I feel like if Gary Antoine Russell get a fight with Rollie Romero, that's PBC right there. I think that could be the next fight, and I think that Rollie Romero could have fought. I'm sorry, I thought that Gary Antoine Russell was supposed to fight Puello, but you already know that I think Gary Antoine Russell, he had an injury and stuff like that, and good performance, not first round knockout in his last outing, I think, versus Cruz. But I think a Rollie Romero, Gary Antoine Russell, and then Gary Antoine Russell beats Rollie Romero. And then he could get a unification match with Matias. That would be a good fight too. But in terms of Matias saying that Teofimo Lopez is the only one that could push him, I think Matias see that Teofimo Lopez, like we all know and we all see, and even the haters know, that Teofimo Lopez is just a different type of talent with God-given ability in terms of skills and power. Now, the combination of skills and power that Teofimo Lopez possesses is something that you really just can't teach. You know what I'm saying? He's gifted that way. The likes of like a Roy Jones Jr. with the speed and power, the likes of Sugar Ray Leonard with the speed and power. You got I give credit a lot to Gervonta Tank Davis. He got that speed and power, but he hasn't put that into display versus an elite fighter. We seen Teofimo Lopez outclass, outbox guys that was the top dog, you know what I'm saying? Like Hall of Fame caliber fighter like Lomachenko. Like he made him Teofimo Lopez made him like he was in under level, you know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez was just another level versus Josh Taylor. He was in another level. So we already know when Teofimo Lopez is in his A game. Just like Bob Aaron said, I don't see nobody being Teofimo Lopez. I've been saying that for a long time. Teofimo Lopez, the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief. Teofimo Lopez is the man to be. But also, there is no fighter. I'm not going to say no fighter, but I'm going to say it like this. Like I said, Teofimo Lopez leads the way when it comes to this era of taking the type of risk. Teofimo Lopez take this risk from day one. He's not a guy that his career is all about is maneuvered and in a way to save his O and to you know what I'm saying, just stack a resume for him to look good. Nah. So I agree with Matias. That is the probably the only guy that I have faith that could push him to that level. But even in that fight, I don't see Subriel Matias beating Teofimo Lopez. Now, he could be a dangerous fight for Teofimo Lopez, vice versa. The speed and power, like of Teofimo Lopez, I just think that Teofimo Lopez is sharper than Matias. Matias is you know, he's that kill somebody in the ring, and literally. You feel me? And rest in peace to that fighter, the Russian fighter. I forgot how to pronounce his name, but my condolences still goes out to that family. He was one of the fighters of. Matter of fact, it was Matias on the undercard of Teofimo Lopez and Nakatani, in which he caused that damage. But I think that would be a good fight. Teofimo Lopez unification battle with Matias in Madison Square Garden, in which Teofimo Lopez got a huge fan base out here in New York. Matias, I wish they could move him better and have him fighting in New York. I think his next fight should be in New York because that's a Puerto Rican crowd, in which I feel like his team is dropping the ball. You got to put Matias. I believe that he could be the face of Puerto Rican boxing. Outside of Amanda Serrano, he could be the face of Puerto Rican boxing. And he already know how to talk that shit. You heard him when he said in his recent interview, talking about that Devin Haney got no heart, but he got good skills, saying that Regis Prograis, I think called him a chicken, and all of that. And Rollie Romero was a stand-up comedian and stuff like that. So let's see, man. I think that he called Devin Haney a chicken. I don't know. He called Devin Haney, I think Regis Prograis a chicken and stuff like that. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about that potential matchup, that unification battle. Do you agree with Matias? I agree with him, but I also think that Teofimo Lopez will beat him. I just think he's a little bit too wide. I think that Teofimo Lopez is good with short punches and sharper as an accurate puncher. And I think a guy like Matias, I think it's tailor-made for Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion, as an extreme counter puncher. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless, and on to the next.